We've just looked at how we can take the light, bounce it off the wall, and if we have a wall that isn't a perfect, picture-perfect white, it's in the warm tones and so forth, we showed how we could color correct that. Well, you know what, the last time too, we were bouncing off of Joe's shirt and our panels and umbrellas and everything else. You think there's a chance we could get a pretty light on Sasha here in the middle of the church by bouncing off the wall that is somewhere around 30, 35 feet away? Well, why don't we see if we can do that? Now, I'm going to give you kind of an advanced heads up on this. I know a couple things are going to have to happen. First of all, I'm probably going to get all the light dumping out of my flash head, and just be sure I got everything coming out. I'm actually going to goose the power on my flash head here. I'm going to say, give me more than what you think you should be giving me here. I'm actually going to goose it by about a stop. So I've actually, on the back of my flash right here, I've got it set to a +1 stop, f-stop. And you know what? I just know that that's what it comes out to, so that's why I've got it set up there. Set it up there. The other thing I've done is because we've got to throw this light pretty darn far away, I'm going to open up my aperture. Those other images were taken at about f5.6. I'm going to shoot at about f4 for this particular image. And the last thing I'm going to do is I've actually got my ISO kicked up to around 1600. Now, maybe I don't need to go that high, but just for the sake of expediency for our video right here, I'm just going to be sure that you, our viewing audience, can really see the change and actually see the direction of light that we're getting with our off-camera or our on-camera flash. Let's take another couple images of Sasha here and let's see what it looks like. Okay, so here we go. Sasha, perfect. Good, good, good. Let me just see what that looks like. I've got my on-camera flash pointing right at you, and now let's just point it over to the wall. And when we look at this image of Sasha, we can see that it looks pretty darn nice here. We can see that direction of light coming in one more time with our on-camera flash. But when we look at the image, we notice, too, that it's kind of warm. So here we go one more time. Let's do a quick color balance, see if we can get a quick photograph of Sasha with a decent-looking color balance here, too. So what I'm going to do is zoom in close to her gown and just get the white part of the gown right here. I'm going to hit the menu, hit color balance right here, take that image. Yes, that's the one I want. We're good to go there. Change my color balance to custom color balance right here, custom color balance setting. And again, turn your head just a bit. Taking our photograph right here. Same thing. We've got an image that is kind of bluish looking again. What's the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to my white balance shift, drag it over to the much warmer area right here. Reshoot it. Whoops, I didn't make it stick. Sorry about that. Make it stick. Let's take the image again and see how this one looks. And it looks much better than what we had before. It's warm. It's the nice wrap around lighting here. And again, what's going on? Well, with the light coming out of my flash, it is really illuminating quite a broad area of that wall of the church. It's 30 feet away here, 30, 35 feet away. We have a huge, let's say bank of light coming back falling on our subject here. And that's kind of cool. It's a wall of light illuminating our subject. So as you review these different lessons, look back at how the size of the light source really changed the shadows, changed the specularity along the way, everything. This would be our largest light source that we would be using to illuminate our bride. And when you look at the image in the viewfinder, you'll see that it's probably the softest quality light as well. So these are just the tools of the trade. Again, what you can see is we're getting some pretty light just out of our on-camera flash.